Hi, everybody. Welcome to a Quickie with Miss B. Today is Tuesday, and John is crabby.
Ta-da! Tuesday.
Oh, this week we're talking about weird, strange foods, and today we're going to talk about the weird, deep-fried foods. Oh, my God. This is going to give me a heart attack or whatever it is. It's going to clog my arteries just even thinking about this. I'm talking about it.
Well, like there's some things that have
Excuse
taken.
me.
Me and Amanda were. I took her down to. You guys didn't go to Old Orchard. Next time you're here, we will. But we go down to the pier and all that. And I wanted to take her down there so she could walk on the pier. And she collects magnets from every place she goes. So we wanted to go look and see if we could find a cool magnet from there. But I wanted her to get Lisa's Pizza and pier fries.
Mm-hmm.
Fries from down on the pier, put a little bit of malt vinegar on them, and I wanted her to get a fried dough, which is a pizza. Imagine doing your whole pizza dough like you're all ready to go, but instead throw it in a vat of hot oil. So it puffs all up, take it out and strain it, cover the whole thing with butter, and then powdered sugar. And then everybody just rips it to pieces and just gets fat. You know, it's like, yeah. But we were down there, and they had... I had heard it on television, but I hadn't seen it. As we're walking by, they're deep-fried Twinkies, deep-fried Oreos. I'm like, Twinkies are already about as bad can be. You are literally eating shortening, which is it's fat that's been whipped and in hydrogen. They're like, if you don't eat hydrogenated, whatever you do, don't eat. And people are going, yeah, that's what Crisco. It's basically Crisco with just sugar in it. That's what the white cream filling is. So you get the texture of the Crisco, but it doesn't have any taste. But they put the sugar in there. So it's a hot liquid syrup whipped with that fat, and you get this fluffy, like, creamy center. They're like, that's good. And you're like, yeah, but it's everything you can't eat.
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally pure fat and sugar. That's it.
And that's the stuff that they tell you to stay away from.
Yeah, and that's in the middle of the Twinkie. And then they're like, here is a cake that can go through a nuclear explosion, and it'll still be there. This cake never... I don't think Twinkies ever go bad. They can't. There's nothing in there to go bad. There's no food in it. They take that, as bad as it is, and then go, now dip it in a sweet pancake batter and throw it in a vat of hot oil. There you go. Everything a growing boy needs.
Well, I remember doing that video one time on YouTube. What was hot dog Twinkies? So somebody, when I have my cooking channel, they're like, why don't you make something really strange and bizarre? And I'm like, okay. And that's what I came up with was the hot dog Twinkies. Yeah.
So help everybody understand, what is a hot dog Twinkie?
Well, you cook your hot dog, whatever way that you prefer, and then you take the Twinkie, because it's that long kind of...
Oh, you use it as the bun?
Yeah, you use it as a bun, so you cut that in half, so you're getting the hot dog's in the middle, then you got the filling from the Twinkie, and then the
Sponge
cake or whatever part, yeah.
Do you put ketchup and mustard and all that on there too?
Oh, yeah. I didn't eat it.
Did Eric eat it?
Yeah, he tasted it, yeah.
Did Eric enjoy the Twinkie hot dog?
I don't think as much as he thought he was going to, because you know how like you get that preconceived.
They have the French. You have a regular donut, a plain donut, a cake donut. Yeah. Then they have that light and airy French one, that's like kind of got lines on it. They take one of those and they press them flat, right? Take two donuts, press them flat on the hard top so they get that crust on the bottom, but you smush them and they use those as buns. And they put a hamburger's cheese on it.
Really?
And they have those donuts as a bun. So you get the salty, the sweet, the cream. You get all the different textures.
Oh, yeah. I've seen where they've used Krispy Kreme donuts as the buns.
As the bun,
and then the hot...
Oh, yeah. It's how you took a 1,280 calorie burger and turned it into a 2,280 calorie burger.
Not to mention a heart attack waiting to be happening.
I mean...
Okay, so... I never tried that. I don't think I could be brave enough to try that. Yeah, no. Okay, so anyways, we're talking about deep fried food today. Here's the first one on the list. Jelly beans.
Wow. How would a jelly bean survive? Well, I guess it would have to be. I've seen that they've done deep fried ice cream, and I wondered how in the world did you deep fry ice cream? But apparently
Yeah.
they put it in dry ice, so it's like
Yeah.
hard as like literally hard as a rock.
Mm-hmm.
So then they dip that in the batter and throw it in the vat. So by the time the outside's cooked, the inside is just starting to get about in like the low 20s. So it's
Mm-hmm.
just starting to soften. They pull it out. So it's still below 30 in the middle. So it's still frozen ice cream, but it's crunchy on the outside. Then they cover the whole thing in like caramel or whatever and hand you this ball. And you break into it and the inside's full of ice cream, soft ice cream, and the outside's all crunchy and covered in caramel. I've had that before. That was weird.
Dingle ball. Wow. Yeah, this one that they use. They use flavored jelly beans. Oh, it's just so gross. I can't even spit it out. Flavored jelly beans mixed with funnel cake batter, and then you deep fry it. And I guess the question is like when you bite into it, like what flavor of jelly bean do you get?
See, and that's the problem for me because I'm going to walk up to the lady and go, I would like to try the jelly bean funnel cake, but I just have a couple simple questions. Okay. Number one, what is the flavor? And number two, did you sort the jelly beans? Because if you just threw a bunch of jelly beans in there, then there is no flavor.
Yeah.
If you
No,
jelly beans are made
they
into
put
a flavor for a particular reason so that you can enjoy each flavor, not a mouthful of 28 flavors. I mean,
No, it looks like there's one. You know how you get the different size jelly beans. This looks like
yeah.
it's a rather on the large side. Funnel cake and deep fried and oh.
Hmm.
On that note, I'm gonna take a break. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. That's nauseating.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. You're listening to a Quickie with Miss B. If you missed the first half of the episode, please go back and check that out. Oh, this week we're talking about weird, strange food. Now, here's another one for you. Oh my god, I'm gonna throw up. Guacamole. Fried guacamole. Just like guacamole dip in chips. They make these into bite-sized pieces. So you know, get your avocado, roll it into a ball, dip it in some crusted chips, and then fry it. Yuck.
Well, let me ask you a question. I am curious
I
because
don't
literally most of the time you say yuck to everything. What?
I don't like guacamole.
But no, but for our listeners, you don't eat fish, you don't eat seafood, you don't eat shellfish, you don't eat shrimp, you don't eat anything that comes out of the ocean. You don't eat anything that comes out of a lake. Okay, next, you only eat certain types of beef. You'll only eat certain kinds of beef. You'll eat like steak, I believe. You'll eat hamburger, and you'll eat like roast, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm. Some chicken.
Then you'll eat some chicken, right?
Yeah. Really no pork.
No pork. So you'll eat some
once in a while
chicken.
bacon.
But other than that, you don't
Or
eat
sausage.
anything. You don't eat anything else, though.
I know, I'm so bland and boring. Thanks for pointing that out to everybody that's now listening. Thanks, John.
So you'll eat a baked potato and some, I don't know, some sautéed hamburger in a pan. When I was a poor kid in Kansas, you know what we used to have? Bunless hamburgers on taters. That's what we called it. Bunless hamburgers on taters. We make up don't make patties. Literally take the ground beef and just saute it up. Put some onion in there. Dump that inside of a baked potato. Cover the whole thing in ketchup and go to town. We ate that probably 4 days a week.
Yep.
Because a giant bag of potatoes was like $4.
Oh yeah.
It was like 20 pounds for like $4. And back then we used to get a big giant thing of hamburger for like $4. So you could pretty much eat that, and we ate cheeseburger macaroni all the time. 2 boxes of macaroni and
Yep.
cheese with hamburger in
Yep.
it. That was it. That's
Yeah,
it.
we did that too.
That's it. That was a food staple. That was like, it's Friday, cheeseburger mac. That, and when I got really, really bad, I used to buy the tons and tons of cans. Back then, Armour chili was like 50 cents a can.
Yeah.
And I would buy like $25, $30 worth of that stuff. Throw it all in the cupboard. And I was big bags full of the elbow macaroni. Make a pot of elbow macaroni, dump a can of chili on it. Chili mac.
I remember doing stuff like that.
So what's next on the list?
Chocolate chip cookie dough.
Well, if you
Make it
dump
in-
chocolate chip cookie dough in the fryer, wouldn't it now be a chocolate chip cookie because it's cooked?
So, same. Oh, yeah. You roll it into little dingle balls, and then you fry it up. And the flavor in the middle is all ooey gooey, and the outside is all crispy.
It's a cookie.
Yeah. No.
If you take cookie dough and you cook it, it would be a cookie now.
Here's another one. Sauerkraut. Sauerkraut balls.
Deep fried sauerkraut balls? Sounds like a bad porno name. Your favorite stars, Anita and Bill Johnson in sauerkraut, deep fried sauerkraut balls.
So to keep the balls together.
LA will never be the same. It's like a bad porno name. Deep fried sauerkraut balls.
To keep the balls together, add a touch of Russian dressing or cheese that is added to the fried delight. For full satisfaction. Oh, yeah, here we go back to the porno. Serve with the bratwurst. Either on the side. Or dare we say cut and rolled into battered dip balls. When you look, the picture that,
Here we go. Here we go. Chopper's in town. He got what? Okay, Chopper, spit it out.
You look at this picture and they got like one of the dingle balls. They like pulled it apart. It looks gross on the inside. It looks like maggots. It's not appetizing at all. And speaking of not appetizing at all, here's the last one. Tarantulas.
Ooh, yeah. I'm not a big critter eater like that. I'm not a big fan.
When it
There's
comes
a
to
lot
fried
of people
bugs,
that are into that stuff. Not me.
yeah, no. They say that tarantulas are rumored to be the best when it comes to fried bugs.
Gee, I wasn't aware that there was a comparison chart. Well, when it comes to bugs, I prefer a nice smooth tarantula over any ants because they're more crispy,
they
more
got
crunchy.
crunchy on the outside and plenty of meat on the inside.
Okay, you're grossing the hell out of me.
Yuck. So, yeah, I'll just leave that one as enter or continue at your own risk because that would not be one. No. And on that note, I have to go throw up. We'll see you tomorrow.